A major piece of legislation is set to be signed by Governor Inslee today, making it easier for families of missing persons to access resources for finding them. And the Washington State Supreme Court has issued an opinion on the Richland School Board members at risk of being recalled.
And we have a look at your road conditions, your first alert weather forecast right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
And Riley, we had an absolutely beautiful weekend. Did you get out and enjoy it?
I did. Did you?
Yeah, a little bit.
It was really nice, very warm. We've got a cooler Monday that's ahead. Let's take a look at our forecast today. Taking a look live in Richland. Oh, it's looking like the sun is not quite out yet. We're taking a live look in Richland through the Columbia Point Skycam. We've got a cool Monday that is ahead, starting our day with some scattered showers and a little bit of wind on the way. Let's take a look at our conditions right now. We've got a lot of 50s across the board, mid 50s for most of our areas, 40s, upper 40s for Pendleton, Dayton, Prosser, and 50 for Ellensburg. Beautiful day today so far. We're starting a little bit overcast in Yakima up to the sun's going to be coming out for 71 degrees today. Some scattered showers this morning in the Tri-Cities and across our areas, 73 for today in the Tri-Cities. Walla Walla starting with some rain as well. Sun's coming out for 70 degrees. I'll have more in my full forecast that's coming up.
Thank you, Riley. Well, today, Governor Jay Inslee will sign into law the Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Persons and Lucian Act, which will provide critical resources for family members who are not only struggling with the loss of a loved one, but for how to navigate a difficult system. The bill, named after 4-year-old Lucian Mungia, who went missing from Yakima Park last fall and was found dead in the river. Cap KVUE's Emily Goodell has been on that story since the beginning and has been invited to the bill signing in Olympia by state lawmakers because of that coverage.
When Lucian first went missing, there was a massive law enforcement response, with agencies coming in from all over the state. A helicopter, drones, divers, search and rescue teams, and hundreds of volunteers. The family went from that at the beginning to, in just a couple of days, nothing. Nothing but a whiteboard, some paper maps, and a whole lot of questions. That's what this bill addresses. Instead of spending hours or days researching with desperate phone calls and Google searches, families will be able to go to the Attorney General's website and have everything they need to start their own search. Who to call, how to make a report, and how to navigate a difficult system, especially if they're dealing with jurisdictional issues on tribal land. Everything all in one place. Having a dedicated place for information might not seem like a whole lot, but for the families who are looking for their missing loved ones, every second counts, and every second wasted on looking for where to start instead of actually looking is 1 second that could be used to bring their loved ones home. We'll have more on this story coming up at our newscast later this evening. Reporting in Olympia, I'm Emily Goodell, Cap KVUE Local News.
Thank you, Emily. Eastern Washington University held a community forum Friday at the Yakima Convention Center to talk about the barriers facing people when it comes to addressing the epidemic of missing and murdered Indigenous people. One barrier is jurisdictional issues. When a crime happens, law enforcement officers struggle to determine whether state, federal, county, or tribal laws apply, and who's in charge. Depends on who was involved and where the crime happened. One of the biggest barriers, communication and transparency between law enforcement and families. A struggle Sissy Strong Reyes has faced since her sister Rosenda Strong went missing in 2018 and was found dead in 2019.
Making sure that they're getting told something, I mean even quarterly would work, because I've only been updated twice.
And we'll have more on ways you can help coming up later on Good Morning Northwest. The Washington Supreme Court has ruled that 3 Richland School Board members violated state law when they voted to remove the district's mask mandate. The court filed an opinion saying 3 of the alleged charges on the recall petition are factually and legally sufficient. The board members are charged with violating state law and the Open Public Meetings Act In its slip opinion, the court stated the RSD board did not have the power to override state-level action. Documents state multiple attorneys even told the members that doing so would be breaking state law. We reached out to lawyer Douglas McKinley involved in the case. He says the opinion means there is a basis for a recall if petitioners gather enough signatures. We could see this matter on the August ballot. A woman has been arrested following a crash with 2 Washington State Patrol troopers. According to WSP, 19-year-old Riley Zavala was heading westbound on I-90 near Argonne Road in Spokane Valley yesterday morning just after 1 a.m. when she crashed into the back of a marked Washington State Patrol vehicle at a high rate of speed. 2 troopers inside the vehicle were hurt and sent to the hospital, but have since been treated and released. Zavala was also hurt and taken to the hospital, but her current condition is not known. She was arrested on suspicion of vehicular assault, but the crash remains under investigation. Sunday wrapped up Autism Awareness Month. To better serve the ASD community, the WSU Elson S. Floyd College of Medicine and Range Community Clinic is offering help. The clinic is the first in Eastern Washington to combine several specialties to help children impacted by autism and other neurodevelopmental disorders. It includes research, expertise, and community outreach.
We actually just opened the clinic doors this week and saw our first patient. But since we have opened the program, the phones have just been ringing off the hooks from families and primary care providers who are looking to get their families enrolled here for an evaluation.
The clinic will provide diagnostic services and comprehensive treatment planning. Specifically, it will cut the wait time by up to 3 months for an autism diagnosis, which can typically take up to a year.
People with autism they're just completely neurodiverse in terms of what their gifts are and their strengths and their potential in terms of long-term outcomes. And that may mean going to college, that may mean having a job. And so by intentionally developing those treatment plans early, we tend to see that there is a reduction in both the cost of services later to society as well as promoting the full potential of that individual.
One of the main missions of this new program is to increase outreach to rural communities that have restricted access to health care. Officials say they hope to have the opportunity to train future health care providers by having college students rotate through the clinic. We will return in just a moment, but first, Riley joins us live now for another quick look at weather.
Well, it's going to be a beautiful day today. A little bit of scattered showers to start off our Monday. It's a little cooler than we've seen for the last couple days. I'll have more on the conditions in your extended forecast that's coming up.
And the Seattle Kraken had the chance to win their first playoff series in franchise history last night as they closed out their series with the Colorado Avalanche. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
STCU and Cap KVU continue to honor volunteers by sharing stories and awarding their charities $1,000 each. If you know someone in Benton and Franklin counties who is making a difference and taking that extra step to make our communities better, please tell us about them today. Woo! Click on Volunteers Count on the Contest tab at yaktrynews.com for the STCU Volunteers Count nomination form. Volunteers Count from STCU and Cap KVU Local News.
It's spring in the Pacific Northwest, and that means lakes, rivers, fishing, hiking, and so much more. But each spring, weather can change fast. And to stay safe when you're outdoors, you need a forecast you can trust. At Cap KVU First Alert Weather, our advanced technology, along with our knowledge of how to use it, gives us a big advantage in keeping you informed. And when you're informed, I know that I'm doing my job.
We're on air, online, and on the go with our mobile app. First Alert Weather from Cap KVU Local News, helping keep you and your family safe.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Barden Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Oh my gosh, Chris Bryant, Freddie Freeman, hustling in for the new DQ Summer Blizzard menu? Oh, 5 iconic flavors here for a limited time, like new peanut butter puppy chow.
Wow.
And s'mores is back.
Wow.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow is right.
Hey guys.
Whoa.
The new DQ Summer Blizzard menu. Hustle in before it's gone.
DQ. Happy tastes good. Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
Hepatitis C? Don't just treat it. Crush it with Mavorite.
Conquer it with Mavorite.
Cure it with Mavorite. Mavorite cures all types of Hep C.
In only 8 weeks.
The virus multiplies daily and can damage the liver over time. Mavorite stops Hep C and cures it. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had Hep B, a liver or kidney transplant, other liver problems, HIV, other medical conditions, and all your medicines. Do not take Mavorite with atazanavir or rifampin. Report right away yellow skin, stomach pain or swelling, confusion and bleeding or bruising.
Hep C? Crush it with Mavorite.
Conquer it with Mavorite.
Cure it in only 8 weeks. See Hep C gone with Mavorite.
Ask your doctor about Mavorite. AbbVie could help you save.
American Idol on ABC.
Tonight at 5 and 8 on ABC Cap KView. Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial House Dermatology Center in Benton City.
Portion of Cap KView sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. In your sports headlines, the Seattle Kraken made history last night in Game 7 of their series matchup against the defending Stanley Cup champion, Colorado Avalanche. The game would stay scoreless through the second period until the Kraken took an early 1-0 lead off a goal from Oliver Bjorkstrand. He would follow that up with a breakaway goal in the second to put Seattle up 2 going into the third period. And despite a late goal from the Avalanche, their time runs out and the Seattle Kraken take down Colorado on the road, clinch the series 4-3, and win their first playoff series in franchise history. The Kraken now prepare for their second round series against the Dallas Stars. That starts tomorrow night in Texas. And Sunday night would be a long one for Mariners fans as Seattle would have to go to extra innings to take down the Toronto Blue Jays. The Mariners started hot off a grand slam from Taylor Trammell in the first inning. But the Blue Jays would strike back, scoring 8 runs in their half of the first 3 innings. But Trammell would come through again with a huge catch in the bottom of the 9th to keep the game tied heading into the 10th. Cal Raleigh would follow with his second 2-run homer of the night to put the Mariners ahead. Both he and Trammell put up 4 RBIs apiece to carry Seattle to a 10-8 win over the Blue Jays. And more history was made last night on the basketball court as the defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors went on the road to close out their series against the Sacramento Kings. And while the Warriors have struggled away from home all season, star point guard Stephen Curry would wind up dropping 50 points, the most points scored in a Game 7 in NBA history, to lead the Warriors to a 120-100 win over the Kings, knocking out Sacramento and setting up a matchup against LeBron James and the Lakers in the Western Conference semifinals. Basketball player Kevin Durant is set for life when it comes to apparel partnerships. The 34-year-old Phoenix Suns forward has signed a lifetime contract with Nike. He's only the 3rd NBA player to get such a deal after Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Soccer player Cristiano Ronaldo signed a similar contract in 2016. Durant has had a relationship with Nike since his 2007 rookie season. He's already produced 15 editions of shoes bearing his name. Coming up, the rise of artificial intelligence could wind up having a significant part to play in the future of employment in the United States. And Riley Fitzgerald returns with a look at your First Alert forecast.
Today at 11 after The View.
You've got a date with Access Daily.
Food, self-improvement, and of course, fun.
You don't know this?
Then at noon, ABC's GMA3.
You've got a date with Access Daily today at 11 after The View on Cap KView.
Welcome to Some Bagels and Gelato at the Uptown Plaza in Richland. We've been making fresh bagels from scratch since 1991. From plain to everything and all those yummy flavors in between. Taste the difference that a fresh bagel can offer. We're sure you'll agree we have the best bagels in the whole world. And while a bagel is tasty on its own, it's even better when topped with our fresh-made flavored cream cheese. We have onion and chive, jalapeno, strawberry, and even sriracha. Go ahead, you know you want some. And when you want to step it up even more, our bagel sandwiches will keep you coming back again and again. Breakfast and lunch, hot and cold, we have a sandwich calling you. Of course, the best way to get your day going is with our fresh roasted coffee. Straight up black, latte or mocha. Some bagels and gelato could be your new coffee break. And of course, we've been known to serve up smiles with our homemade gelato. A dozen flavors of goodness, certain to satisfy. Enjoy it here or take it to go. So, we invite you to visit us here in Richland or at our Kennewick location on Washington. Either way, you'll get friendly service and food that is sure to satisfy. Some bagels and gelato and some bagels too. So, we hope to see you real soon.
Take off on an awesome flight over a museum devoted entirely to railroads.
Largest museum in this area that's devoted strictly to the history of trains.
Fly the Northwest. KEPKView Local News at 6, Tuesday.
Jay Leno.
Are you guys ready to play your Bet Your Life?
You bet your life.
The wife is due?
Yes.
Well, thanks for coming by the show. You crush watermelons
Between my legs.
You bet your life.
Can't go wrong.
Today at 2 on KEPKView.
We're seeing customers come in every single day. Pros that are using battery equipment.
Making the switch to battery was one of the best decisions that we made as a company.
We made the switch to battery-powered equipment to be ahead of the industry.
It's made in America, and I wanted something that was built here.
This is where the world is headed. It's better to be ahead of it now than get on it later.
Built for you. Built for work. Real steel. Find yours.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book at Bi-Mart.com. It's 16 pages of great store-wide savings, including everything you need for spring planting and gardening, pet supplies, and more. At Bi-Mart, our members get more value every day.
Portion of KEPKView sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. Now, KEPKView First Alert Weather.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for joining us. We're taking a live look outside in Richland. Hope you got outside this weekend because it was beautiful. For now, let's get into today's First Alert weather forecast. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you had an amazing weekend. Following our hot weekend, we have a bit of a cool Monday. We have some scattered showers to start off our day and a little bit of wind that's heading our way. For our highs for today, 71 in Yakima, 66 in Ellensburg, the lower 70s across the Mid-Columbia, and in the Blues, we are seeing around the upper 60s to the lower 70s. A nice cool day, especially as opposed to that very hot weekend that we had. We're seeing on our futurecast some showers that are making their way up north throughout our morning and heading out through the afternoon. We're going to see the cloud coverage start to go down by the evening and a little bit of movement that's happening this evening that's heading just around our areas, heading up to the northwest into our Tuesday afternoon. A couple more scattered showers throughout our area that are making our way out of the area for a beautiful Wednesday that's ahead. We have a very hot Wednesday that's on the way. If we take a look at our future trend, we are looking at the rest of the week, a very hot midweek into a very cool Friday. Not only are we seeing a very cool Friday, but we're also going to be seeing some more winds that are picking up, especially as we get onto the end of our week. Cinco de Mayo is going to be a cool one and also a little bit of a windy one. Our winds are going down into our Tuesday as well. For our overnight temperatures, the around 50-degree mark for the Yakima area, same in the Mid-Columbia, 53 for the Tri-Cities, and tonight in Walla Walla, 51 degrees. Some overnight scattered showers that are making their way around through the Cascades. For our 7-day forecast, we are seeing a little bit of an overcast day in Yakima to start it out, raising into our midweek and some showers by Friday. It's definitely cooling down into our weekend. If we take a look in the Tri-Cities, showers today, very hot on Wednesday, and some showers back again on Friday. It's a cool weekend that's ahead, but for now, enjoy the heat. Well, we're going to get it not today, but into our midweek across all of our regions. In Walla Walla, A little bit rainy today. We're seeing a lot more rain in the Walla Walla area. On Wednesday, we're also seeing that hot trend. And Friday is definitely the day to look out for. Higher winds, some showers, and a big drop in our temperatures. So we've got a cool Monday that's ahead, some scattered showers for our morning. We're heating up into that midweek, especially on Wednesday. Have a great Monday.
Computers are a part of everyday life, and they're getting a stronger grip on the working world. A new report from the World Economic Forum says they could play an increasingly significant role in future employment. John Lawrence reports.
Big changes are expected for the global job market. According to a report published Sunday by the World Economic Forum, 14 million jobs will disappear in the next 5 years as more companies adopt advanced technologies like artificial intelligence.
This could potentially save time and resources, but it could also lead to a loss of personal connections and a decline in the quality of these types of interactions.
The WEF also says among the 3 fastest growing jobs are AI and machine learning specialists, sustainability specialists, and business intelligence analysts. The fastest declining jobs are secretarial roles, including bank tellers, cashiers, and data entry clerks. As workers worldwide deal with that, in Washington, D.C., the battle over the debt ceiling enters the month of May. President Joe Biden and most Democratic lawmakers want the debt limit raised with no spending cuts.
What the president is saying, he's not going to negotiate with someone who's actually threatening the economy, taking the entire economy hostage.
Republicans are pushing forward with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy's Limit, Save, and Grow Act of 2023, which raises the debt limit but trims the budget.
This is no longer about politics. We have passed a debt ceiling solution. We will not, House Republicans will not allow America to default on its debt. We showed that last week.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Economic officials, including Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, say the U.S. government will go broke by summer unless Congress boosts the debt limit. AAA reports the national average price for a gallon of regular gas dropped a nickel since last week to $3.63. It follows lower oil prices. The Motor Club says demand for gas has increased while supply decreased. AAA says normally this would cause prices to rise, but fluctuating oil prices push them lower. It says if oil prices continue to decline, gas prices will likely also go down. The current average, $3.63, is 20 cents higher than a month ago, but 50 cents less than a year ago. Now to more fallout from the U.S. banking crisis. Federal regulators have found a new buyer for First Republic Bank. It's the latest effort to pull that distressed lender from the brink following the collapses of 2 banks in March. ABC's Justin Finch with the details from Washington.
This morning, another race to rescue First Republic Bank. Regulators seized First Republic and quickly struck a deal to sell most of its operations to JPMorgan Chase, marking the 3rd major U.S. bank meltdown in less than 2 months. The FDIC will share losses with the bank, agreeing that its insurance fund would take a hit of the $13 billion in the deal. The FDIC announcing 84 First Republic Bank branches across 8 states will reopen this morning as JPMorgan Chase bank branches. San Francisco-based First Republic saw its stock plunge 75% last week after revealing account holders withdrew $100 billion in deposits during the recent banking crisis.
The deposit flight was greater than expected.
The U.S. financial system still aching after back-to-back bank failures starting March 10th with the Silicon Valley Bank collapse. 2 days later, Signature Bank failed. And by March 16th, as investors raised red flags about First Republic, 11 major banks supplied a $30 billion cash infusion. Sources telling ABC News JPMorgan CEO Jamie Dimon, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, and Fed Chair Jerome Powell brokered that deal.
Our banking system is sound and resilient with strong capital and liquidity.
But the Federal Reserve admitting in an internal review released Friday that it could have done more to avert that Silicon Valley Bank collapse. California House Democrat Ro Khanna calling for tighter oversight.
Every time the economy heats up, we somehow say deregulate, deregulate, and it never works out.
The Federal Reserve will be in the spotlight again this week for its interest rate decision. Another hike is expected in its ongoing efforts to cool inflation. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, hope for one of the most endangered species of big cats on Earth after the arrival of twin leopards at a Pittsburgh zoo.
100% ribeye beef in a burger. Yep, 100% ribeye beef in a burger. My Ribeye Steakhouse burgers, all the flavor of a juicy ribeye steak in a burger. Did I mention they're made with 100% ribeye beef?
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep a flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around. Plus, all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service, we really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
This week, the Coronation Countdown is on, and GMA invites you to a front row seat to history. Join Good Morning America for all the royal pageantry, the family, the celebrations, the fashion, and oh yes, the parties on Good Morning America.
With Friends, there are no secrets.
Hurricane Gloria didn't break the porch swing, Monica did.
Chandler, one time wore my underwear to work.
Hey! The best way to end your day. Friends, tonight at 11:05 on Cap KView.
Do you have any land that gets no use? Save some money by using an American-made power racking system. It's a more cost-effective option than a standard pole and concrete method. Invest in green energy with the pros at Solar Power Northwest. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
We love our pets, but we don't always love their hair, which is why we made Bounce Pet Hair and Lint Guard. With 3 times the pet hair fighting ingredients, just one sheet helps remove pet hair from your clothes. Looking good starts in the dryer with Bounce Pet.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we believe in the healing power of a new smile, the way it makes you look and feel, the way a smile lights up a room, so people can see the best version of you, which is why we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Scan the QR code to learn more, or visit affordabledentures.com.
Go ahead and smile.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Every location is conveniently located and gives you the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. We have something for everyone, including gift cards for any occasion. Check out the specials and deals today. Open 7 days a week in 5 locations: Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, Hermiston, and West Richland. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Era Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Era Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
Miranda tweets, I've had trust issues since Jack in the Box discontinued French toast sticks. We'll open that circle of trust again, Miranda, because my French toast sticks are back in 3 or 6 pieces. But then they'll be gone again. It's a pattern. French toast sticks are back starting at $2.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
Welcome back. Okay, you're going to want to take a look at this. The latest addition to the Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium, Amur leopard cubs. They were born March 18th.
Oh my goodness, that would make them about 6 weeks old now.
Look at the little roar.
Oh my gosh. Both their mother, Semba, who was also born at the zoo, and the cubs are thriving well. Anyone anxious to see them will have to wait until June, though. That's when they get vaccinated and learn how to navigate the outdoors.
But for now, animal lovers can lend a helping hand in naming them. For a $5 donation, people can submit name recommendations on the zoo's website. That contest is expected to close at the end of May.
Amur leopards are considered one of the rarest subspecies of cats on Earth. There are roughly 100 critically endangered leopards surviving in the wild in their native Russia and China.
Those cats are so adorable.
So adorable.
Are you a cat person, Riley?
I do have my own cat, and he's a.
Is he as ferocious as those guys?
Nearly, nearly.
Almost,
He's getting there. Are you a cat person?
I am. I love cats.
So precious. Well, they're pretty cool. Also pretty cool are temperatures today, especially compared to the last couple days. Looking outside in Richland, a beautiful morning. Looking a little hazy outside. I'll have your first alert weather forecast. That's coming up.
Also coming up on Good Morning Northwest, a manhunt is underway for the Texas man suspected of killing 5 people inside of his neighbor's home. One of the victims, an 8-year-old boy. And shots fired during a fight at an illegal street racing event in Auburn leaves 4 people injured.
In today's Tech Bites, the Apple Watch is reportedly getting a major redesign. According to Bloomberg, the overhauled operating system will have a new focus on apps. The device will be reminiscent of the Surrey watch face that was introduced in 2017, and Apple is reportedly testing a tweak to the Apple Watch's physical buttons. More Twitter changes are on the way. Elon Musk will allow media outlets to charge users per article as opposed to having them pay for a full subscription. Musk calls the move a win-win for media organizations and the public. The feature is expected to begin this month. Finally, Instagram is testing a new way to let users add songs to the photo carousels they post. The platform already allows you to add music to individual pictures. The new feature is already available in a few countries. No word on when it will debut here in the U.S. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Rhiannon Alley. Have a great day.
I feel inside when I see my mother's eyes. Love is always in her smile. There is no home like a mom.
Celebrate the mom in your life. Choose from our collection of gift sets starting at $99.
Want more from your vitamins? Get more with Nature's Bounty. From the first ever triple action sleep supplement to daily digestive support, to more wellness solutions every day. Get more with Nature's Bounty.
Your record label is taking off, but so is your sound engineer. You need to hire.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Indeed Instant Match instantly delivers quality candidates matching your job description. Visit Indeed.com/hire.
5 people killed and a manhunt underway in Texas after a man allegedly opened fire inside of his neighbor's house. And 4 people shot in Auburn after a violent altercation at an illegal street racing event.
And we have a look outside your morning conditions, your first alert weather forecast right now.
From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Monday, Riley.
Happy Monday to you, Jill. It's a beautiful day out, although we're starting with some showers. But it's going to be a great day and it's going to get warmer throughout the week. Let's get into our first alert weather forecast. We take a look outside in Richland. Beautiful day out so far. A little hazy. It's starting. We're taking a look outside in Richland through the Columbia Point Skycam. We have ahead of us a cool Monday, starting the day with some scattered showers and a bit of wind as well. We take a look at our conditions right now. We are seeing the mid-50s throughout our regions. These are kind of looking like our daily highs from last week as our temperatures start to raise over the next couple of weeks. It's looking beautiful for our conditions today. We're starting with some rain and overcast in Yakima, getting up to 71 degrees today. Some sun and some clouds as well. Some showers throughout the Tri-Cities. 73 in the Tri-Cities. Some showers also in Walla Walla. 55 up to 70 degrees today. Some sun. It's cool, but it'll get warmer throughout the rest of our week. I'll have more in my full forecast. That's coming up.
Now to the latest on that manhunt in Texas. Hundreds of officers are searching for the man accused of opening fire inside a neighbor's home in Cleveland, Texas, north of Houston, killing 5 people, including an 8-year-old boy. Authorities last night said they have 0 leads as they conduct door-to-door searches. But we're learning more about what happened at the crime scene. ABC's Lionel Moise has more.
Hundreds of people gathered at this elementary school north of Houston last night, remembering the victims of a shooting rampage that has this small community living in fear.
No tengo palabras como
Wilson Garcia and his wife were hosting guests at their home Friday night when Garcia says his neighbor, Francisco Oropeza, began firing an AR-15 from his porch for fun.
This is a small community where neighbors say that every single weekend people fire weapons for fun. It's the norm. What happened here at this house, though, no one thought was possible.
Garcia says when he asked Oropeza to stop, Oropeza stormed into his house and began shooting, killing 5 people, including Garcia's wife and son. Garcia says after Oropeza shot his wife, another woman told him to escape through the window because she knew his wife would not survive.
Y mi esposa también.
10 people in the house escaped without injuries. According to authorities, 2 women were found lying on top of surviving children, and witnesses describe other children surviving after someone threw a pile of clothes on them. Authorities and scent dogs later tracked Oropeza to a wooded area, finding his clothes and phone, but then they lost track of him.
We have 0 leads.
Investigators are now offering an $80,000 reward for information leading to Oropeza. Meanwhile, Texas Governor Greg Abbott is now facing criticism for identifying the victims as undocumented immigrants in the same statement in which he offered condolences to their loved ones. Lionel Moyes, ABC News, New York.
Wilson Garcia says he asked Oropeza to stop firing his gun in his front yard because his baby was trying to sleep. The sheriff says Oropeza's wife is cooperating with investigators. A 19-year-old Mississippi man is in custody accused of shooting and killing 2 teenagers at a house party. Bay St. Louis police say Cameron Everest Brand opened fire during the party Saturday night. Authorities say the 2 who died were 18 and 16 years old. 4 other people were wounded. Their conditions are unknown. Police say it appears Brand acted alone. The suspect was arrested at his home. He now faces a number of homicide charges and is being held without bond. It's unclear if Brand has an attorney, but he is now expected to appear in court June 16th. 4 people have been shot following a fight at an illegal street racing event in Auburn. Julie Calhoun has the story.
Marks left behind after an illegal street racing event turned violent.
The ambulance and fire trucks first, and the cops.
Jeanette Hewitt lives near B Street in Auburn, where police say 4 people were shot early Saturday morning after a fight during an illegal street racing event. Police believe there are multiple shooters. It's something Jeanette says she hears all the time.
It's crazy through here. Like I said, it's like a racetrack. It really is. And every night almost you hear racing out there on the back.
She says that plus other crime in the area leaves her on edge.
Along with all the other things in this area, it's getting bad. Something needs to be done. This is a senior community, but I don't feel safe. You know, none of us do.
Now, a bill to address the growing street racing problem is awaiting the governor's signature.
I'm here to testify also in support of Senate Bill 5606.
Several Pierce and King County leaders, including Kent Police Chief Rafael Padilla, spoke in favor of the legislation back in February. The bill bolsters current law, which can be difficult to enforce and prosecute. It would allow police to impound a vehicle after an arrest. The new rules also add drifting as well as intersection and parking lot takeovers to the definition of illegal street racing.
There's no way that's being...
This recent video in Seattle shows just that and the dangers to bystanders. But Chief Padilla also testifying to other crimes that come along with it.
Homicides occur. Shootings where people are hit occur. Armed robberies occur. Felony assaults, attack on law enforcement officers, and illegal gambling, just to name a few, go hand in hand with these events.
In Auburn, Julie Calhoun, King 5 News.
All right, Riley Fitzgerald is here now. Riley, I can hear the wind blowing outside. What can we expect in today's forecast?
There is a little bit of wind. We're also starting our day with some showers throughout our areas just in the morning, maybe a little bit into our later evening, night. We are taking a look into the next couple hours. More details are coming up in your First Alert weather forecast.
And researchers may have found a new risk factor that can increase a woman's chance of developing breast cancer.
Jay Leno.
Are you guys ready to play You Bet Your Life? Yeah!
You Bet Your Life.
You were a prison guard. I like to crack that whip. This was on your bucket list? I'm going for it.
You Bet Your Life.
Can't go wrong.
Today at 2 on Cap KView.
take advantage of all the tax credits you can, including the new Washington State Working Families Tax Credit. You could get up to $1,200 back on state taxes already paid. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest air quality specialist. We offer filtration products for all your commercial, industrial, and manufacturing needs. From cooling towers to industrial dust collection systems, commercial buildings, schools, hospitals, or manufacturing facilities, we have you covered. Call today and schedule your free facility site evaluation. We'll send a certified air filter specialist to your site to evaluate your filter requirements. Call or click today. Pure Filtration Products.
From Camp Key View, Apple Valley Eats.
The next time your jaws are aching for a really great seafood dinner, where would you rather be?
I'd rather be at Sea Galley. Now, isn't that a good idea? At Sea Galley, we have lobster and clam chowder and shrimp. At Sea Galley, you don't need to wait for the weekend. We offer 3 cuts of slow-roasted, juicy prime rib 7 days a week. And don't forget, we offer our all-you-can-eat salad bar. Or the Shipwreck Lounge with local beers, wines, and a variety of signature drinks. And don't forget, we've got crab legs. Come on down to Sea Galley.
So come get your crab legs tonight.
This is a town called Basic. It's pretty hard to stand out around here. But if you pull up in a 2023 Nissan Rogue, you'll stand out before your feet even hit the pavement.
Can you make mine look like that?
Anything but basic. The 2023 Nissan Rogue. Get a low $399 per month lease on Rogue or get 0% financing for 36 months on select models.
This ring symbolizes the eternity of our relationship.
We met in 7th grade typing class. 16 years later, I said, "Will you be my girl?"
Jesse, I've always been your girl.
Every occasion deserves love. Jared, love brilliantly.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back. Researchers may have found a new risk for breast cancer. According to a study published in JAMA Oncology, it has to do with breast density. If the density of one breast is declining at a slower rate than the other, the study says cancer is often detected in that breast. Scientists at Washington University in St. Louis compiled the research from more than 10,000 women over a 10-year period. While breast density is a known risk factor for cancer, the study says more research is needed on how breast density changes over time. Coming up, severe weather continues to rampage across the United States as tornadoes and torrential rain impact millions of Americans. And we'll return with a look at your first alert weather forecast. That's next.
Take flight over a museum of trains on Fly the Northwest Tuesday.
Steps to a brighter future with Merit Resource Services.
When you are in need of substance abuse disorder treatment and your burdens are too much to bear alone, Merit will help. Our experienced and certified staff offers support recovery for all in need by providing access to quality assessment, education, integrated treatment services, and co-occurring services for substance abuse and behavioral health needs. Merit Resource Services, where we believe in recovery for all.
I really started looking around thinking, you know, there must be a ton of chefs doing things, and although we have a lot of great restaurants here in town, I thought that there was a space for maybe one more person with a chefing background, you know. We're working with a buddy of mine, Adam, that has Columbia Basin beef, and we're using Holstein animals that are being raised right here in Sunnyside, and what we do is we take a certain amount of those animals and we feed them a little more generously to get what we call chef grazed beef. So it's a little higher quality. You see a lot more marbling, what you would see in like a prime quality or prime plus beef. And we have that all processed out at a USDA certified plant, so that I was able to work with all the butchers, get everything cut and processed exactly the way I want. So we're just now starting. This is the infancy. These are actually the first, coming from the first 5 animals that we've worked with. So we're pretty happy so far, and we'll continue to keep them well fed and keep fattening them to where we get exactly how we want it. We do what we call Cigars Under the Stars. So every month, every first Thursday, we have a collection of people that just keeps growing, and the whole outside is turned into basically a big outdoor cigar and whiskey lounge.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
Fred's has the latest Samsung kitchen appliances in stock and on sale. Save up to 15% when you bundle 3 select appliances.
Samsung bespoke models let you customize the look of your kitchen with a huge variety of colors to choose from.
Choose from gas or electric ranges in a variety of colors and styles.
Need a new dishwasher? Samsung dishwashers have dual wash arms and a rotating spray jet to clean even the dirtiest dishes.
Stop by your local Fred's Appliance and see the latest in kitchen appliances.
Now, Cap KVUE First Alert Weather.
Well, good morning and thanks for joining us. Here's a look live outside through the Columbia Point Skycam in Richland. A little bit of cloud coverage over our day. We're starting with some showers. Let's get into our First Alert weather forecast. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you had an amazing weekend. Following our hot weekend, we have a bit of a cool Monday. We have some scattered showers to start off our day and a little bit of wind that's heading our way. For our highs for today, 71 in Yakima, 66 in Ellensburg, the lower 70s across the Mid-Columbia, and in the Blues, we are seeing around the upper 60s to the lower 70s. A nice cool day, especially as opposed to that very hot weekend that we had. We're seeing on our futurecast some showers that are making their way up north throughout our morning and heading out through the afternoon. We're going to see the cloud coverage start to go down by the evening, and a little bit of movement that's happening this evening that's heading just around our areas, heading up to the northwest into our Tuesday afternoon. A couple more scattered showers throughout our area that are making our way out of the area for a beautiful Wednesday that's ahead. We have a very hot Wednesday that's on the way. If we take a look at our future trend, we are looking at the rest of the week, a very hot midweek into a very cool Friday. Not only are we seeing a very cool Friday, but we're also going to be seeing some more winds that are picking up, especially as we get onto the end of our week. Cinco de Mayo is going to be a cool one and also a little bit of a windy one. Our winds are going down into our Tuesday as well. For our overnight temperatures, the around 50-degree mark for the Yakima area, same in the Mid-Columbia, 53 for the Tri-Cities, and tonight in Walla Walla, 51 degrees. Some overnight scattered showers that are making their way around through the Cascades. For our 7-day forecast, we are seeing a little bit of an overcast day in Yakima to start it out, raising into our midweek and some showers by Friday. It's definitely cooling down into our weekend. If we take a look in the Tri-Cities, showers today, very hot on Wednesday, and some showers back again on Friday. It's a cool weekend that's ahead, but for now, enjoy the heat. Well, we're going to get it not today, but into our midweek across all of our regions. In Walla Walla, a little bit rainy today. We're seeing a lot more rain in the Walla Walla area. On Wednesday, we're also seeing that hot trend. And Friday is definitely the day to look out for. Higher winds, some showers, and a big drop in our temperatures. So we've got a cool Monday that's ahead, some scattered showers for our morning. We're heating up into that midweek, especially on Wednesday. Have a great Monday.
Thank you, Riley. Now to extreme weather across the country. After a twister was seen picking up cars in Florida, a reported tornado caused serious damage in Virginia last night, and relentless rain flooded parts of the Northeast. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has more.
A weekend of wild weather ended with a tornado threat in the mid-Atlantic.
Christy, go downstairs.
New video shows a twister touching down in Virginia Beach.
Oh my God, that is a tornado.
Uprooting trees and damaging up to 100 homes in the area.
Look at the debris! Oh my God!
22 million people were on alert for severe storms and flooding at the time. Heavy rain triggered flooding on major highways around New York City, forcing drivers to sit in traffic for up to 4 hours.
Bronx River shut down. Sprain shut down.
In New Jersey, 2 curious boys were rescued by boat after becoming trapped inside this flooded tunnel.
And we saw that we had a lot of water. It was at least 3 feet from what we could see. They were sitting on a pipe that runs the whole length of the tunnel. So they were sitting there and they were just trying to stay out of the water.
It all followed severe storms in Florida.
This is the scariest thing I've ever been in. Oh my God.
This tornado hitting Palm Beach Gardens Saturday.
I just saw a car flip over in front of me.
Packing winds up to 130 miles per hour.
Oh my God, it's like right in front of us. Oh my God.
Lifting this car off the ground before slamming it down. Meanwhile, in the Midwest, the Mississippi River is expected to crest today. The river has risen to its highest levels in decades in parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, and Illinois. Barge traffic carrying fertilizer and grain has been halted along portions of the river.
And in parts of the West, near record heat is melting snow, triggering flood concerns. The Oregon legislative session is set to go until mid-June, and this week state lawmakers will be considering a proposal that would effectively decriminalize homeless camps and give people experiencing homelessness the right to sue if they're harassed. The Right to Rest Act says people should have a reasonable expectation of privacy in any property that belongs to them, even if that property, like a tent, is in a public space. The proposal would also give people the right to sue if a camp is removed. Advocates say the bill would reinforce a person's right to be left alone. The U.S. Supreme Court has already said that you can't punish people for sleeping in public unless they refuse a bed. When we come back, an elementary school in California is exploring difficult social issues using a popular art medium, animation.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
It is very hard to lose people you thought would never leave. We have to find a way to keep going for the people we still have. I am very excited to meet our son. Let's do this.
The Good Doctor, tonight on ABC. For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's the Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's the Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's the Educated Cigar in Richland.
When you take me by the hand, I feel better again. Oh, I feel better now.
One day, I will rock that swimsuit.
Your one day is closer than you think. From fresh meals to one-on-one coaching, Jenny Craig is Weight Loss Made Simple.
Your one day starts today.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, They are so delicious. You gotta try our 4-cheese mac and cheese, our burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
For muscle cramps and spasms, TheraWorks absorbs quickly for relief. So get back at it.
TheraWorks works.
For fast muscle relief, TheraWorks works. Try TheraWorks and get back at it.
Breakfast sounds better together, doesn't it? Make it even more special with the hazelnut and cocoa taste of Nutella. Nutella, wake up to wow.
Watch Thursday at 9 on ABC and Camp Cape View, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health, providing compassionate, high-quality care for over 75 years. Weather Alert Day from Camp Cape View Local News First Alert Weather.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. Let's take a look close to home. Ellensburg is seeing 66 degrees. Our morning has got some light scattered showers and a little bit of wind. Yakima 71 degrees in most of our cities and overcast as well. In the mid-Columbia, lower 70s, we're starting to see those scattered showers in the morning, as well as in the Blues, scattered showers as well. 70 in Walla Walla and Hermiston, and 67 in Pendleton for our highs today. Starting out a little cooler than we've seen for the last couple days. That's your close to home forecast.